Hello, everybody. I'm Alfred, and you're listening to Content Creators Club. Today, I'd like to tell you that you should have a flexible and updatable marketing strategy. Let's open our Bibles to the book of Matthew, chapter 25. I'm reading from verse 1 to 13 using the King James Version of the Bible. I read. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps, and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps, and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. Praise the Lord. You see, this portion of the scriptures tells a beautiful story, and it's very important for you to plan ahead and prepare for the unexpected. There were 2 sets of virgins. It was expected that the bridegroom will come on time. But, that would be the rational thing. That is what one would expect. But however, this wise set of virgins, the 5 that were wise, decided to plan for the possibility of what if the bridegroom does not come on time. In the same way, in business and in life, you should plan for the downside, kind of like an insurance. Expect the best, but plan for the worst. Be prepared for the worst, even though you expect the best. This is a very important principle. And this is also something that should be your strategy as a content creator or as someone who is a businessman. Make sure that you plan, for the worst case scenario. If things don't work out, if things work in this other direction, are you going to be prepared? Are you going to be ready? Someone once said success is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. It's always very important that you are prepared for any change in a situation. A lot of people fall apart when things don't go as planned, when there's a change. Let's say the plan that for example, they'll meet someone, and that someone is going to help them, to give them the connection for them to take their business, or they're coming to the next level. If that person refuses to meet them, or somebody throws a wrench in that relationship, a lot of people give up, and they end up spending so much time in resentment against that person who threw the wrench into that relationship and ruined things. They are looking at just that one way. You have to have planned before that. What if perhaps that person was to give you a loan, and now you're now in a position where you're like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to get the money from? Perhaps you even have a deadline. You should have prepared for that possibility. What if that person that promised to give you money, didn't give you the money? What would you do? So your planning should be flexible. These wise virgins were ready for the possibility if the bridegroom came early, things would have worked out well for them. If the bridegroom came late, things would have still worked out well for them as it did. So you have to have flexibility, involved in all your plannings and in your marketing strategy, or make sure that they are flexible, so that if there is a change in the marketplace or the change in the day or the course of events. Look at the pandemic situations. A lot of people who were not prepared ended up sinking. But during this lockdown, a lot of people made money. People who were previously prepared for this kind of situations. As a matter of fact, the folks who are most prepared, who are obviously the folks who actually orchestrated the whole reaction to the pandemic and the whole, situation, those are the ones that profited the most, the Bill Gates and the rest, because they prepared for the crisis that they created. Especially since they are the one who orchestrated and decided, through the World Health Organization, how every nation in the world should handle the so-called crisis. So these are very important things that you should be smart and understand. Make sure that your plans are flexible and your marketing strategies are updatable. That being said, remember to go to alfred.vip. If you're listening to this and you've not given your life to Jesus Christ, I would like you to go to alfred.vip, click on the salvation prayer link in the main menu, and when you do that, the page will come out that has a prayer of salvation. Say that prayer and give your life to Christ. Thank you, and God bless you.